The TV Today group has in fact demanded the investigation of the Viscera samples and that to be sent to the All India Institute of Medical Sciences. This is the statement by the TV Today group. The circumstances of the untimely death of TV Today journalist Akshay Singh merits a full and fair and independent inquiry. We urge the Madhya Pradesh government to immediately have the Viscera samples sent to recognized forensic laboratory outside the state, preferably to Delhi's All India Institute of Medical Sciences for a thorough and transparent examination. This would assuage the family, friends and well-wishers of Akshay who seek some closure. Nothing we do will ever bring back Akshay, a brave and fearless journalist. The India Today group stands by the family in their hour of crisis. Well, this is the latest. The group, TV Today group, has now urged and requested the Madhya Pradesh government to send the Viscera samples of journalist Akshay Singh to be sent to a laboratory outside the state, preferably to All India Institute of Medical Sciences, so that a free and fair investigation can be done. Let me now quickly cut across to Managing Editor TV Today, India Today, Vinay Tiwari, who is joining me on the phone line for more on this. Vinay, if you could take us through this statement that has been released by the group and how important is sending these Viscera samples right now outside the state?
Well, Ankit, it's very obvious that the family has barely come to terms with the shocking death of our colleague Akshay. And that is why they have several apprehensions. There are question marks that they're raising. And we thought it fit to issue a statement where we are asking the government to send the Viscera samples to an independent laboratory outside the state so that it settles all speculation and all concerns that the family may have, a lot of friends may have, and every well-wisher of Akshay and his family. I think this is something that is best in the interest of everyone, getting a sense that justice has been done. It's also very important to confirm or conclude what was the real cause behind Akshay's death. And that is why we as a group decided...
Vinay, I urge you to just stay on with me. Congress leader Randeep Surjewala is speaking on this issue. Let's quickly cut it.
अपने आप में ये रहस्यपूर्ण भी हैं, चौंकाने वाली भी हैं। दूसरी तरफ मध्य प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री माननीय शिवराज सिंह चौहान, जो इन 45 मौतों के मूक दर्शक बने हैं, वो केवल एसटीएफ की जांच की बनी बनाई रट हर बार दोहरा देते हैं। हम माननीय शिवराज सिंह चौहान जी को याद दिलाना चाहेंगे कि एसआईटी और एसटीएफ आज तक व्यापक घोटाले की भी पूरी परतें नहीं खोल पाए। 45 मौतों की जांच तो वो कैसे कर पाएंगे? मित्रों, हमें लगता है कि माननीय शिवराज सिंह चौहान एसटीएफ जांच को सच्चाई को दबाने का एक माध्यम बना रहे हैं और सच्ची तफ्तीश से एजेंसियों और जनता का ध्यान भटका रहे हैं। हम डॉक्टर अरुण शर्मा के परिवार के साथ हार्दिक संवेदनाएं व्यक्त करते हैं। हमारे बहादुर पत्रकार साथी अक्षय सिंह, जिनका आज अंतिम संस्कार हुआ, उनके परिवार के साथ एक बार दोबारा संवेदनाएं व्यक्त करते हैं। सच्चाई जानने के लिए ये जरूरी है कि इन 45 सिलसिलेवार मौतों की जांच सुप्रीम कोर्ट के एक सिटिंग न्यायाधीश के अवलोकन में केंद्रीय जांच ब्यूरो के द्वारा करवाई जाए। हमारी ये मांग है। माननीय शिवराज सिंह चौहान, जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट मॉनिटर्ड केंद्रीय जांच ब्यूरो को खारिज करते हैं, वो लोगों का ध्यान भटका रहे हैं, क्योंकि मौजूदा व्यापक घोटाले की जांच के केस में इन 45 मौतों की निष्पक्ष जांच करवाने में कोई अड़चन नहीं है। भारतीय राष्ट्रीय कांग्रेस की ओर से हम ये दोहराते हैं कि हमारा विश्वास है कि सच्चाई सामने आनी चाहिए और दोषियों को संपूर्ण सजा मिलनी चाहिए। वो हमारे मित्र जो राजनीति की दुहाई देते हैं, हम उनसे भी सादर अनुरोध करते हैं कि मुद्दों के राजनीतिकरण की आड़ में सिलसिले सवार हो रही इन 45 मौतों की सच्चाई को यज्ञ की बलिवेदी में ना चढ़ाएं. I'll very briefly say in English. Friends, Dr. Arun Sharma, Dean of NS Medical College, Jabalpur, became the 45th victim of Vyapam scam of Madhya Pradesh when his dead body was found in suspicious circumstances this morning in a hotel in Delhi. May I also remind you that Dr. Sharma's predecessor dean, Dr. Sakale, was also found dead in similar suspicious circumstances when his body was found burnt to death in his own house. Coming as it does, within 48 hours of sudden and suspicious death of our friend and journalist of India Today Aaj Tak Group, Akshay Singh, the spate of 45 deaths of people related to Vyapam scam is indeed extremely intriguing and deeply suspicious. Vyapam has easily turned out to be the most sinister scam in the history of India. On the other hand, Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shri Shivraj Singh Chouhan, who is a witness to these 45 successive deaths related to Vyapam scam, continues to parrot the line of an STF investigation. May we remind Shri Shivraj Singh Chouhan that SIT-STF combination has not been able to unearth all the layers of Vyapam scam till date, much less investigate the 45 deaths of people related to it. Friends, we feel that Shri Shivraj Singh Chouhan is merely using it as a ruse to divert attention in order to quieten the truth and divert attention from a fair investigation. We express deep condolences and sympathy for the family of Dr. Arun Sharma. We also again reiterate our deepest condolences and sympathy for our brave friend and journalist Akshay Singh, who was cremated today. We believe that in order for the truth to come out about the mystery of these 45 deaths, a Supreme Court monitored probe by Central Bureau of Investigation is the
Managing Editor, India Today, Vinay Tiwari, still on the phone line with me. Vinay, that was the Congress party, of course, politics aside. You're taking us through the India Today Group's latest statement about the Viscera samples and how important is it to get these samples out or to investigate it out of Madhya Pradesh?
Yes, and I think to reiterate what we were mentioning earlier, Ankit, this case has obviously raised a lot of questions. The family, which is barely recovered from the shock of very, very sudden and untimely death, has raised a lot of questions, and we believe that the only way that all questions can actually be put to rest is when there is a full, fair and an independent inquiry. And the principle of fairness in the interest of justice, the inquiry must also be held outside of the state where the incident happened, in this case Madhya Pradesh. And that's why we released a statement which says that the Viscera sample, which has now been preserved to check and investigate whether there was any kind of poisoning or any other reason behind his death, must be sent to Delhi's All India Institute of Medical Sciences so that a thorough and a very transparent examination can be done. We don't want to speculate on what led or what caused it, but the only way to set all politicization of this issue or any kind of speculation on the issue would be for a very thorough and a very transparent examination to be done and then to be made public. Ankit.
Thank you so much, Vinay, for joining us with this latest on our colleague Akshay's untimely death, and of course all answers. There are certain questions that has been raised on all those answers, and for the family and for the India Today Group, the closure would only be if a free and fair independent investigation is done in this matter.